What's up, guys? Almost had a perfect 3-0 day yesterday. The Patriots, of course, had to fail to cover in ridiculous fashion. It was almost as bad as Texas Tech the prior day. I mean, this is crazy. Never really seen much like that where they scored, looked like they were going to get back to within at least pushing, but of course, the score put them down 5 without the extra point. So, of course, they actually went for 2 to try to cut it to 3 with not that much time left in the game. Looked like they got the 2-point conversion. Like, yes, all right, they're going to be within the spread. Lose by 3, let's do it. It gets called back for holding. I mean, this is a complete roller coaster. Then Jalen Hurts fumbles on the first play of the next drive in his own territory. Patriots get the ball back. Look, this is very Patriots-esque. And now they're going to actually score the touchdown to win the game outright. But no, they basically just go backwards, put themselves out of field goal range, turn it over on downs. Then they get the ball back yet again one more time, get into the red zone, still needing that touchdown because they're down 5 because of the failure to get the extra point or 2-point conversion. And they turn it over on downs one more time, and they almost had a first down catch on the 4th down play. The receiver only got 1 foot in bounds. Complete roller coaster, completely ridiculous. They had so many opportunities. They came away with only 6 points in 3 drives into the Eagles' territory at the end there. Absolutely insane that they did not cover that number. They were 1 point away from the push. Fuck that. Let's talk about it. Well, actually, I'll say quickly, an NFL game tonight, the Monday night game, I have a slight lean to the Jets, plus the 2 or whatever it is at home, even though I don't think it's the greatest play, but I don't like going with a team that just got like a new star quarterback, and especially when he's past his prime. Aaron Rodgers, everybody loves Aaron Rodgers. I think there are going to be spots where the Jets are definitely overhyped because of it this year, but this spot I don't think is one of them because they're facing Buffalo. Everybody thinks Buffalo is awesome, as usual. I mean, they are one of the best teams in the NFL. People are going to look at this line and say, hey, it's just basically pick the winner and think that Buffalo might be the way to go there. I do lean to the Jets in that one because of that, because this is one of those situations where the Jets actually won't be overvalued despite having Rodgers. Don't think I'm going to play it, but I'll just comment on that quickly. Giving you some extra free advice here. We go to Major League Baseball. It's Monday, so it's one of those days in the baseball schedule where you have series ending and new series beginning, so it sets up for a lot of situations. There are a few things on the card that I like. I do have slight leans, although I'm not playing them, at least not as of yet, to Cleveland, because San Francisco was in the night game last night and won that game, and they have to turn around and play tonight with a little bit less turnaround time because they played the primetime night game. That's a big game. They're in the wild card race. Tonight they have to face Gavin Williams, rookie pitcher for Cleveland. They've never seen him before. So that's an advantage to Cleveland, the situation, the pitching matchup. But Cleveland does travel slightly. San Francisco doesn't at all. Cleveland only coming from Anaheim, though, so I wouldn't consider that to be a detriment to it. The only thing that gives me a bit of pause on that one is that San Francisco is in the heat of the wild card race still, even though they have fallen off quite a bit. So that gives them that like extra motivation there. But, you know, on the other hand, it is extra pressure, too. So I do lean Cleveland there for the most part. I lean to the Cubs because the Colorado Rockies are returning from a 2-series road trip, I believe. So they're in a road trip return distraction angle. And they have to face Jordan Wicks, who they've never seen before, who is a rookie pitcher for the Cubs, who's only in like his 5th start or whatever. And I've been on him a few times, and it's gone pretty decently. He's a good pitcher, and he's got that edge because they haven't seen him before. But you have to lay a lot of lumber with the Cubs on the road. They're like minus 175 or something. I'm not quite prepared to do that. But the Cubs are also in like the heat of the wild card race too. So I think the Cubs are the lean there. I slightly lean to the Oakland A's, and I would take the run line there, the spread, take them like plus 1.5 runs at plus money, or if you can get plus 2.5 runs, you might have to lay like a bit on that, but They have a rookie pitching as well, I believe, Mason, who hasn't been seen before. So I think that gives them a slight value in that one, but they're going against Houston. Houston is the way better team, of course, which is why you get like a huge dog price if you want to do that. So I would lean to, Cleveland, the Cubs, Oakland. But the play I'm actually going to endorse and be on is going to be on the Miami Marlins. You have the Brewers returning from a road trip. I think that's also a 2-series trip, so it's not that bad of a road trip return situation, but it is still one of those. It's still going to be a distraction angle for the Brewers. The Brewers played a 13-inning game yesterday in New York and beat the Yankees. Anytime you beat the Yankees, it is big just because they are the Yankees. There's a lot of effort put into that one. Tight game. They won in 13 innings pretty dramatically and have to travel back to the Midwest. So that whole situation is not very good for the Brewers, I would say. Miami did use a lot of their relievers yesterday because their starter got knocked out almost immediately. They did use one long relief guy to eat up a few innings. So their bullpen isn't in the greatest shape really either. But I like their situation a lot better than the Brewers returning from that trip. And I like the starting pitching matchup better for the Marlins. Brewers have Woodruff pitching, and I don't think he's really that good. And he's going up against Luzardo, who's been pretty consistent all year. He's a guy that has good stuff that can definitely dominate batters. His whip is like a little high from what I'd like to see. But I don't know that the Brewers have seen him that much. I'd have to look. I forget. But I think Luzardo is the better pitcher, the more effective pitcher, the more dominant pitcher here. So that coupled with the situation with the Brewers coming off a 13-inning win in New York over the Yankees and having to return on that road trip there, plus the number is what you're looking at here. The Marlins plus 140 is the number I'm looking at here. So you get them as a pretty decent underdog price. And in a situation where you're going against the road trip return angle, I think you have the better starter in the starting pitching matchup. The bullpen situation, maybe a little bit iffy, but I think it's just kind of a wash. Both teams used a lot of their relievers yesterday. So that's the play. Marlins plus 140. And I gave you all that extra free advice and did some ranting. So there you go. Long video this morning. Peace.